Alright everybody, here, welcome to Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport here in the Maynard Jackson Jr. International Terminal. Get ready for our next leg, looking at all the big birds here. Got an A330 here right in front of us.
We just saw a Trip 7 and a 747 coming.
Yeah.
There's a Qatar Airways Trip 7 on its way.
Oh, Qatar, yeah. That's the one that Morgan was just telling me about, that they might have they might be taking over for their trip later this year. They'll have that free layover tour in Doha, which will be pretty fun, that the airline offers. Never flown Qatar, I've always wanted to. Them and Etihad both sound like they're amazing. But let's walk on down the terminal and look at more of these big birds.
There's a Trip 7 coming in at any time right now. In fact, well, I don't know if that's him. There's a few small planes out there.
Yeah, might be a couple more back. It's about that time of day where all these big birds are gearing up for their eastbound routes over the Atlantic tonight, so us included. They're all just about at the gates here at the International Terminal. So let's go have a look at them all here. So we've got about an hour to go until we start boarding our flight bound for Paris here in a little bit. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, here's a Lufthansa. Another A330 it looks like. Here, get a better view of her. Yeah, here's a Lufthansa A330. Already gearing up for a trip to Frankfurt later tonight. And you can see, oh, there goes another, or a 717, I think, or an MD-80. And you can barely see our Air France just to the other side over there. Work our way on down here. The last time we were out, it came out of this airport was when we went to Quito a few years ago.
I'm having trouble keeping up with you. But my knees hurt from lifting too many paint cans yesterday.
No.
Literally going up and down the ladder all freaking night.
No.
Running back and forth.
There's a lot more big birds down this way too. And you can't tell, the big birds, the wide bodies, are my favorite kind of planes to spot on.
Super mega spot.
I like all planes, but the twin aisle wide body aircraft I just absolutely love. I can never get enough of it. Enough of the jumbos. That is, yep, he is indeed bound for Frankfurt. Looks like at 4:55 there. The Lufthansa plane we just walked up to.
Press the knee. 4.9 on a 5. Maybe it's a token.
Let's go back there and look at our plane real quick. And there's our Trip 7 bound for Paris here just in a little while. There's another shot of the A330 Lufthansa going to Frankfurt. You can just see how, I mean, they're both wide bodies, but you can just see how big this 777 is compared to the A330 when they're side by side. Yeah, they're gearing our flight up there as we speak. So they're getting all the food and everything on board. Yes, we'll be doing meal videos and all that like I always do. I think there's 2 meal services on our flights. Usually there is on transatlantic. Usually there's a dinner / snack, and then there's a breakfast right before you land. That's usually how it goes. But yes, let's see what we got on the other side over here. There's the Lufthansa crew there. Looks like we got a London a Delta flight bound for London here. Let's see what kind of plane he is. It's like another 777, I think. No, another A330. Yeah. There's a Delta. No, that's a Virgin Atlantic there. Virgin Atlantic A330. There's another Virgin Atlantic down that way too. But yeah, looks like he's going to London here later tonight.
That one's called Lady Stardust.
Lady Stardust. Cool looking plane. Alright, go way down this way. Let's have another look at our plane, only this time directly in front of him here. He's right up on the glass so you can see how big these 777s really are. And there he is. Take a look at the size of this thing. That is a big bird right there.
That is a big fat spotty.
Yeah, we'll be on that about 8 hours or so tonight. The Air France. Air France is a good airline. We flew it once before. Pretty good. Flew on the 747 with them and their A380s. Also both very beautiful aircraft too. Alright, let's walk down to the end here. Oh, that KLM has just left. Just in time. I think that's that flight that that one lady was on our previous flight. She's going to Amsterdam. So she's on board, ready to go. Here's another shot of our flight as well. Yep, there is a beautiful KLM 777 right there, bound for Amsterdam, Netherlands. Another Embraer took off. Yes, indeed. They are keeping busy here at Atlanta. I'm sure they always are, considering this is the world's busiest airport.
Look at this. Somebody else was in a holding pattern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we ended up in that holding pattern from earlier. We ended up circling 5 times. I ended up, thanks to Morgan, she suggested that Flight Aware, which I hadn't downloaded yet, and it shows much more detailed flight paths from your flights. The other one that I had was all jaggedy and it wasn't very detailed, but the one for Flight Aware shows like literally everything. It's pretty cool. So I ended up screenshotting those and I posted those. Yeah, we ended up doing 5 laps. About an hour or so long holding pattern over the North Georgia and North Alabama border from that first flight. But we did make it safely here to Atlanta. Other than that, you got anything else for Mr. GoPro?
Mr. GoPro, I am super excited.
Yes, me too.
I ate so much. I'm like full and now I don't want to move.
Lots of good food. Other than that, we'll see everybody either boarding or on board here. This beautiful 777 bound for Paris here in just a little bit.